Hey guys, so you just spent $2,000 of your hard-earned money on a professional type of camera. You get it home, you open the box, and you quickly realize how much of a penny pinching jerk these corporate camera manufacturers are by only including one battery. It just kind of pisses me off. You spent $2,000 on a camera and they only want to give you one battery. Hell, some of the camera manufacturers like Sony, they stopped shipping chargers. I know people that have bought the Sony a7 III. It didn't even come with a charger. They expected you to charge it inside your camera. That's just BS and splitting hairs in my opinion. And I don't know why people don't make videos on this, but these professional type of cameras that are over $1,500, in my opinion, should always include a secondary charger and two batteries. You got to have a spare. Even to start you off, you need a spare battery. So what do? You go online, B&H, Adorama, whatever, or run back up to the camera store if you have one in your area and to buy another battery. Then you get more pissed off because then you find out these things go for like $60, $65. This is a Fuji 126S. This one goes for $60, $65. Your mileage will vary depending on your camera make and model, but that's just crazy priced. This battery, even if they use the top end cells, they should be able to sell these for like $20, and it wouldn't be as bad of a blow if it sold for $20. But for $60, $65, I am not buying Fuji batteries if I can help it. So I've looked at the aftermarket, and I have done so for many years because this isn't a new phenomenon. Even in the Canon TIs, and I've had multiple Canon cameras as well as a Sony a6300, and I've used Wasabi batteries in all of them. I've had very good luck. I've never had any error screens. Now, your mileage may vary depending on your make and model, so do your homework, check. I know some of the newer cameras are sensitive to voltage or maybe a chip in the battery that may come up with an error message every time, which would be annoying as hell. I've never had that experience with the cameras that I've used and with the Fuji X-T2 using this Wasabi battery. Now, they did start shipping a new battery, the 126S with the X-T2, and it has a little bit of different voltage pattern than the old 126 batteries. You can't really find aftermarkets for the 126Ss. Fortunately, at least for the X-T2, they're backward compatible. Their Wasabi batteries I use are the 126. This model is a BTR NPW 126 JWP, but you'll see that they always play on the model numbers to match similar to what the OEM. This is a 126. And I've had great luck with these. I've had one failure, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the amount of time that the camera lasts per charge is just about the same as the original Fujifilm battery. If I had to put money on it, maybe this is 5% more. And what you'll find, there's a lot of different second parties or aftermarket companies out there making batteries for this camera and many others, is they'll bump up the mAh or the battery capacity, and that's usually BS. Usually you're never going to get more than your original battery. Even if it says it's got more capacity, it doesn't. I've never found that to be true, both in camera batteries, flashlight batteries, you name it. I did mention that I had one issue with this. Now, when I would insert this into my camera or pull it out, I noticed that I started getting some hesitation or some resistance. And I'm not pushing it all the way in now because it got worse since I had it sitting out. I saved this battery just so I could do this video, and I stopped using it right away. And this time, I actually had this happen one other time with a Canon camera, and at that time I just recycled it. This time I reached out to Wasabi just to see what kind of customer service they would have, and they shipped me another one. And if you guys can see, I took my micrometer and I noticed that there was a bulge, because I can actually see a little bit of a bulge now, and it appears to be a separation between inside, it's glued, and the outer casing, and it's causing it to be wider in the middle than it should be. And now it's expanded more, so it's a little bit more obvious. But when it first started happening, I used my micrometer, and I could tell it doesn't take much. I stopped using it, fortunately, and this actually got worse. The bad thing is if this was in your camera, you and you let your camera sit and didn't use it for 6 months or 8 months later, you may have a problem getting your battery out. I use my camera all the time, so if I did start having a problem with one of these aftermarket batteries, I could tell and just get rid of it soon. So let me hear. I don't know if I did this already, but I'm going to go ahead into the camera. You can hear the squishy to the microphone, that is. So you can hear a little bit of a squishiness. So you can tell there's some separation. The battery worked fine. It's just was getting resistance coming in and out. Now I would never even dream of putting in my camera. I probably would not get this thing out if I inserted it in my camera body now, because it is much worse. But these batteries, I just looked on Amazon today, and you can get 2 Wasabi batteries for $20, and there's a $2 coupon. So for $18, free shipping, same day shipping, $9 each, 2 for $18, compared to $60 or $65. And are these manufactured better, higher quality cells? Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. Is it worth $60, $65? Your mileage may vary. If you have a low risk tolerant, you probably, are buying the OEM batteries. And be careful too. If you're buying these on eBay and they say they're OEM for $20, they're not OEM. They're knockoffs. They're fakes. That's just a legit camera aftermarket company like Wasabi. They're buying plain ones and they're printing Fujifilm on them. So be careful of a lot of fakes. eBay is full of fakes. Amazon's full of fakes. If you buy something from Amazon, make sure it's sold by either Wasabi or Amazon.com if you're buying an OEM battery. So that's it, guys. There's my take on batteries. I think the camera companies are jerks. They should include 2 of these batteries, and I wish more people did videos on this, and not charge so damn much money for spare batteries. I'd love to have, I wouldn't even dream of going aftermarket if I could get these for $20. I'd be willing to pay more for better quality, just not that much more. It's just crazy. So yeah, you spend $2,000 on a camera and they want you to go out and spend another $150 on a couple extra spare batteries. So there it is, guys. This is what I use. And again, before you run out and buy these, check the forums, check what people are saying about them. I have no problem with recommending these Wasabis in the X-T2, but if you have a newer camera, do some research first. Just make sure that this or the one you end up purchasing will work well in your camera. But as far as longevity and usage, they work great, and I always have them with me. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any other questions around batteries or anything else, please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks. Bye.